Hi there, welcome to Burning Waters of the Moon Tarot. My name is Desiree, and in this video, I'm doing a shadow reading for Capricorn. For this series, I've been using the TrueBlack Tarot by Arthur Wang. I've been using the Black Tarot by Victoria Iva, and then this is the Earth, Moon, and Shadow Oracle by Serafina Mesa. So I smudged the decks before the videos. I'm experimenting with an intro, which is not quite ready yet. But anyway, I think smudging the decks off camera might work a little bit better, especially with that autoplay feature. So, so anyhow, let's go ahead and get going. All right, Capricorn, if for any reason this reading is not resonating with you, try your moon sign or your rising sign. You can also try your sidereal placements. The sidereal astrology uses the true sky, with the true locations of the constellations and the actual sizes of the constellations. So with that, our signs might be just one sign off from the tropical. All right, so let me just do one more shuffle for you, Capricorn. All right. Okay, here we go, Cappy. Okay, Nine of Swords, air energy. We've got Major Arcana, the Hermit. This is Taurus. No, it's not. This is Virgo. Oh, and another Major Arcana. This is the Sun card. Yes, okay. I like this. I mean, this, meh, but you know, I do see some growth and I do see a pathway for you. The Hermit talks about going within, kind of secluding yourself so that you can evaluate things, and with the seclusion, you're not influenced by others. You have the time to think. You have the time to just be with yourself and think about things. The Sun card is all about illumination. It talks about just happiness and growth and forward thinking, forward movement. So I do think it's interesting how we both have circular circles right here, and they're both of them are radiating, but they're radiating in different ways. This radiation, it's thinner, and it seems to be more along the lines of darkness, but not darkness in the bad way, but more along the lines of just getting deep in the crevasses, you know, getting into the shadow regions, whereas this is just all about just illumination, just everywhere. Illumination is going everywhere. So, and then we have this poor bunny being stabbed, and I do really like that there's red rose petals coming out instead of, you know. So this card, the Nine of Swords, this is the Nightmare card in RWS. And this is the place where our mind goes, excuse me, when, I'm going to need some water, just a minute. Okay, thank you for that. So the Nine of Swords is where the mind goes when things are just, they're at its worst. Our mind is just creating these situations that aren't really there. You know, our mind has the tendency to color situations by our past, by our experiences, and what really happened may not be what is replaying in our mind. Something as simple as I don't know, someone waving to you. Well, you saw that wave, but you also saw that they lifted their eyebrow up, you know, and so now, you know, now that wave, which was just a hi, how you doing, now with their eyebrow up, you know, that's what your mother used to do to you. And so now you have this, you know, that's what your mother would do to you when she was scolding you or whatever. And so now you have this idea in your head that when anybody lifts up the eyebrow, it's a bad thing. So then you start thinking, oh, okay, so they were waving to me, but with the eyebrow up, now I did something wrong. And so then it just kind of snowballs from there, right? So that's what I mean by our thoughts being colored by our actions. And this is that card where it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But I do see that you perhaps you've either started some self-work, and you've come to a great understanding of yourself. And so we're going to use the Black Tarot by Victoria Iva. We are going to dive a little bit deeper into this message, because this message could be read in several ways. You know, either that, you know, you've got all this going on in your head and you need to be alone and secluded so you can kind of understand what's going on, and then after that you're just going to illuminate everything and it's all going to be very clear. It could also be read that you've got all this going on in your head, and you've well, basically that's just what I said. Oh my gosh. I crack myself up sometimes, and sometimes it's usually only me who's laughing. So my kids and my husband, they just don't get my sense of humor, or lack thereof, because they're always like, it's a joke, Mom, it's a joke, we're just kidding. And I'm like, that's not a joke. I mean, why would you call somebody a name and think that's funny? Like, it's not. But anyway. Okay, I digress. Okay, so let's dive deeper. I'm gonna get off my little rambling session, and we're gonna talk about this Nine of Swords for you, Capricorn. Okay, then we've got the High Priestess in reverse. This is Major Arcana energy. Seven of Wands in reverse. That's fire energy. And Two of Cups in reverse. This is water energy. Okay, so with the High Priestess being here, she's our Major Arcana, and that's what we want to kind of focus on and base this lower level on, is her energy. She's calling us she's calling our attention to the deep mysteries, to that which is unknown, that is things that we don't quite understand but need a little bit more thinking time on. We need to do a little bit more discovery, and that's what the High Priestess talks about, going deeper, you know, deep diving. And with her being in reverse, and all of the cards being in reverse, I feel that this situation here has to do with lack of diving deep, lack of understanding, lack of not diving deep, and just kind of looking at things just on the surface. So Seven of Wands here and Two of Cups. So we've got fire and water. The Seven of Wands talks about defense mode. You know, your course of action is to be defensive about things, and it's not serving you, and you're tired of this, and not only that, you're in defensive mode in regards to some kind of relationship situation. You know, the Two of Cups speaks of two energies that are coming together and getting to kind of know one another and combine energies so that they can come together and make a three. However, I see you fighting this type of situation. I see you not wanting to not wanting to drop your guns, I guess, to what I'm trying to say here. There's some unresolved issues as far as um, some emotions, and just the simple fact of you not wanting to understand those and to dive deeper into those, is causing you a lot of mental anguish here. um, like you're just hard square against it, like, nope, I don't want to do it, I don't want to recognize it, I don't want to go anywhere near it, it doesn't exist. I'm gonna turn my back. And I kind of had this feeling with Aries reading as well, is that, putting the head in the sand. Except this is not a putting a head in the sand type situation. This is a, like, looking it in the eye and saying, no, I'm not going to. This is a straight up no. Let's get a read on the Hermit, Capricorn. And as I say, Capricorn, that is kind of how you are, this stubborn goat, not really wanting to do what others say, not really wanting to take the opinion of others, and just not saying that that's a bad thing. We do need headstrong people here. We need you to be headstrong when scaling that mountain, being on those 2-inch ledges on your skinny little hooved legs. You've got to have that headstrong and that focus, and that you've got to have that tenacity to be able to scale those mountains. But sometimes it doesn't serve us, and that's what we need to illuminate. We need to illuminate it when it's not serving us. We need to illuminate when we need to change our course of action. So let's get a read on the Hermit here for you, Capricorn, and see what she wants to tell us. So we've got the Moon in reverse, 4 of Spheres, and the Empress. Meow. Okay, and then I dropped these 2 cards, and these cards are going to want to come over here. I just meowed. Oh my gosh, my sister and I meow. That's, yes, it's kind of it's a sibling thing. And I love cats. I also, I'm gonna do a little sidebar here. I also kind of came to an epiphany a couple days ago. I like boxes, right? I collect them. Anytime I get a nice sturdy box, like the boxes my phones come in, some of the skincare items, they have really good overpriced expensive boxes. They could just give them to me in a bag and I don't need to pay as much. Anyway, the boxes are really nice, and I always think, I'm going to save this box, I'm going to use it for something else. Well, I have a collection of unused boxes that that I don't use for something else, and I just always wonder, what the heck is my problem? Why can't I just throw these boxes away? And then it dawned on me the other day that I was a cat in a past life, and you know how cats love boxes. So anyway, I just wanted to share that because of my meow. So okay, back to business. So the Hermit card, and then yes, so we have 2 major arcana cards down here in this section. The Moon in reverse. So this card is multifaceted. The Moon speaks of phases of the way things change, but it also speaks of things that are hidden, things that need to be illuminated. It also can speak of illusions, right? Things that we think are true or think may be there, but they're really not. And with it being in reverse, and with this 4 of Spheres here, let me talk about the Empress card and see how I feel about this Empress card. So the Empress, this card is like the Mother card. She's in here. We see this figure. She's gestating this wonderful light being, and she's also engulfing light so that it can nourish her child that's in her belly. So she's nourishing, she's caring, she's she grows things, right? She takes care of them. Four of Spheres. So this, all of this together in with the Hermit. I'm gonna need to read some more. Let's pull these two cards here and see what they have to say. So we've got the Two of Swords in reverse, air energy. We've got the Page of Cups in reverse. This is Earth of Water. And I'm going to draw one more card here. And then we've got the Emperor, another major arcana. So this is a big message for you, Capricorn. So okay, so I'm seeing here with this steadfast holding, right? This definite no. Okay, I'm gonna do it the way I want to do it. I see it needs to change, obviously. Otherwise this wouldn't be a shadow reading. I see it needs to change, and it's gonna take a lot of work on your part, okay? A lot of going into the self and understanding who you really are, where you come from, because you're hiding some things are definitely hidden. They're hidden. You're holding on to it very tightly. You're not wanting to let go, which is this Four of Spheres here. This is that card where it's kind of like a miser, you know, very stingy. I have all of my pentacles here under my feet. I'm sitting on one, I'm holding one, and you can't have any of them. You know, a flood is coming and I'm going to drown because I'm not letting go of these pentacles. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting here. Like you are just resisting this change. You're being called to understand that. You're being called that you need to illuminate this part of yourself that is so unwanting to change. I do see here with this Empress card that you're slightly aware of that. I see that that part of yourself that doesn't want to change. There's another part of yourself that that is begging you to nourish this part of you that needs to grow, right? I'm seeing that this Empress here wants to take care of that part and wants to kind of bring it into your reality. She wants to grow it, right? And in order for things to grow, we need the sun. We need this sunlight to help things to grow. And I'm seeing here with this Sun card and this Emperor card, you know, the Emperor card is about structure and control. You know, he's the master architect. He has the plan. And what I feel is that with you going deep within yourself and understanding what it is that you need to you uncovering with this uncovering this part of yourself that needs to grow. That's what the Hermit's job is, to uncover this part of yourself that needs to grow. You're going to use the energy of the Emperor to facilitate that change, right? He, like I said, he's the master architect. He has the plan. He brings things into the physical and puts them in a working order so that we can fully use them. Interestingly enough, we also have this Two of Swords and this Page of Cups, both of them in reverse. Page is Earth of Water, and then this is air. Usually this Two of Swords speaks of some kind of decision that needs to be made. And with it being in reverse, I feel like this decision is kind of eluding you. It's kind of like you don't really know exactly what it is that you need. And then with this Page of Cups here, you don't quite understand how you're going to bring about this change, how you're going to bring about it, how you're going to manifest it, right? The page is he kind of wears his heart on his sleeve, you know. He's very into the physical, very exploratory, wants to understand things, but yet he's very feeling as well. He wants to give his love, but with him being in reverse, I do feel like you're kind of being miserly with it. However, I do feel with this hermit work that you're going to be doing, that's going to flip these around, and that's no longer going to be who you are. And I think what the Emperor is trying to tell us underneath the sun is that we need to, first of all, illuminate. We need to become illuminated with this change that needs to happen. Once we become illuminated, this Emperor is going to know what to do to kind of switch things around. I think he's going to calm your mind a little bit. Your plan is going to start to materialize. And you're no longer going to be stuck in between this decision making process, and you're no longer going to be stuck in this young page, not knowing what to do, not knowing how to tackle this type of energy. This Emperor is going to take over. But first things first is that you've got to recognize what's going on, right? You've got to do a little bit of this deep diving and recognize that what's going on in your head is something that's kind of been created by you, by your experiences. And then you've got to sit with yourself. And that's the shadow work, right? That's where you sit and you re-experience all the pain, but you let it flow through, you know, cry it out, you know, scream if you need to. You can even talk to somebody, talk to the person that may have done you wrong. You can even maybe talk to a parent and say, hey, you know, long time ago, you know, when you did that thing to me, it stayed with me my entire life, and now I have a hard time with this, you know. And just letting that out, sharing that with somebody, releasing it into the ether, releasing that water energy, using the air energy, putting it into the ether, and bringing it here. It's no longer bottled up inside of you, it's out. And you're going to feel an immense release of pressure just by doing that. So that's the Hermit. And then once you release that pressure, then you're going to be able to illuminate, right? You're going to be able, your pathway is going to be illuminated, and then the Emperor energy is going to take over, and that great architect that resides within you, resides within us all, is going to be set free. The Empress is going to set the Emperor free, and he's going to be able to start rebuilding. But it all starts here, right? It all starts recognizing that there is an issue, and diving deeper and understanding what that issue is going to be the job of the Hermit. And then the Sun will take over and give the Emperor the power that he needs to propel you forward, Capricorn. Okay, with that being said, I am going to pull a card from the Earth, Moon, and Shadow Oracle. And we will see how, if hopefully it can tie everything together, or maybe give us some extra guidance on how we can move forward. Or, you know, I do like in the guidebook, the author put some quotes that are relevant to what the meaning of the card is. So, all right, I'm going to do one more shuffle. Uh-oh. I hope I just didn't reverse some of these cards. I don't usually read reverse oracle cards, though. All right, Capricorn. Let's see what the Earth, Moon, and Shadow Oracle has for you. Phases of the Moon. Oh, look, right on top of that. Oh my gosh, and it kind of mirrors it. That's cool. Look at that coolness. Okay. I love the moon. She's done so much for me. She helped me a lot with my shadow work, and that's kind of who I talked to when I was working. When I was working and when I'm still doing shadow work. I don't think it ever stops, to be honest. All right. Phases of the moon, impermanence, enlightenment, cycles. There is nothing, I'm sorry, let me start over. And this is a quote, okay? This is the quote. That nothing is static or fixed, that all is fleeting and impermanent is the first mark of existence. Pema Chodron. Okay, I'm going to show you that because that is a weird sentence. And then I know I kind of ruined Pema's name. Okay, I don't know if I can get a good read on that, but okay. The phases of the moon are the perfect illustration of impermanence. Impermanence means everything changes and nothing lasts forever. It is the universe's theme song. The entire universe is in constant flux. Our emotions and thoughts, the very cells in our bodies, and everything in our world is continuously living, dying, decaying, and sprouting new life. Like the moon, everything on Earth cycles and recycles. When the phases of the moon makes an appearance, it is calling us to embody the cycles of the moon and ground ourselves in impermanence. This phase of life we are currently going through will not last forever. Everything has a season, and seasons come and go. Live in this moment right now and let go of yesterday, for it is in the past, and tomorrow is promised to no one. Then we dwell, when we dwell on what has already happened or stress about what's to come, we miss the beauty of the present moment. The more uncomfortable and scary this time may be, the larger the transformation that is taking place. Remember, everything changes, and with every ending there is a new beginning. Every death brings rebirth. The phases of the moon reminds us to pause and take a moment to show ourselves compassion during this difficult time and remind ourselves this too shall pass. That is amazing, because that's what the Empress card wants to do here. The Empress card wants you to grow and flourish, okay? She wants you to change, you know, and like what that passage says, with every death there is a rebirth, and so the death being this previous way of life, and with this death is going to come a rebirth and a new way of life, and it's causing you mental anguish right now, but once you let that death go away, or let that part of you sort of die away, then something new and beautiful is going to come into existence for you. Okay, Capricorn, I hope that has helped in some kind of way. If you're still here, thank you for watching the video to the end. I would appreciate a thumbs up to let me know I'm doing okay at this. Also, if you'd like to see more videos, of course, go ahead and subscribe. And my favorite of the three is to leave a comment. It's always nice to get feedback. So with that, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I certainly hope to see you again next video. Take care.